everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new or don't know who I am, my name is Madison. I'm an Instagram creator, blogger, and high school fashion design teacher. And here on YouTube, I film sewing videos and tutorials, all in all to share my love and passion for fashion with you all. I'm so excited about today's video because I am going to be sharing my 20-piece homemade spring-summer dress collection. Now, I have been sewing for a number of years, ever since I was little and honestly can remember, but it wasn't up until I was in middle school that I probably started to sew my own clothes. And I will admit that at that point my skills were not all that great. But as I've developed them over the years, I have grown to love making dresses. Dresses from patterns that I really like by other designers, or dresses that I have created and designed myself and then drafted the pattern for. So today I'm going to be sharing 20 of my favorite spring-summer dresses. Now if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos or tutorials, and leave me a comment letting me know which of these 20 dresses was your favorite. Now it's the fun part because we get to play dress up. First dress in my homemade dress collection, and I remember when I sat down to make this dress, I think I was like in college, and I wanted to create something that was just super easy and comfortable and really laid back for the summertime. And I had this green striped fabric lying around, so I decided to kind of create a dress that played a little bit with directionality of the stripes for my bodice and my skirt, but that would also just be super comfortable, and obviously pockets are a must. This dress is one of my favorite dresses that I have created across the board over the years. It's actually based off of an anthropology dress, and I decided to make it in gingham because obviously gingham is a very fun summer print, and I actually drafted this dress myself, so that was a lot of trial and error figuring out how to draft all the pieces, but I love how it turned out and it's so fun to wear. This dress is made out of a vintage sheet, no surprise there. I actually made this dress in college, in my college sewing class. I had finished my final project early, and so I used extra lab time to get this dress created. And I absolutely love it because it's so colorful and the print is so fun, and it's also a wrap dress, so I absolutely love how flattering the style is. Alright, this is another dress that is made out of a sheet. I created this by adapting a vintage reproduction pattern and adding a different skirt to it. I kind of wanted it to have a 1940s house dress kind of style, but it also doubles really well as a very classic modern dress, and I absolutely love the colorful stripes on this fabric. This dress is one of my latest creations, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I designed it and drafted the pattern myself. I really wanted to try and play with the square necklines, the sleeves that are right on your shoulder, the puff sleeves, the ruffles, the tiers. It's super just ladylike and very classic, and this fabric is so fun because it looks like a blue pin is just sketched all over it. This dress was made from a 1960s reproduction pattern, and this fabric, if I believe, is either a curtain or a tablecloth from the 1960s as well. And I absolutely love the print. I love the green and the yellow as the colors. It's just super vibrant and fun for the spring and summertime, and I also added an attachable bow. I call this dress my picnic dress because it reminds me of a picnic tablecloth. It really cannot get any more classic than this dress with the gingham, and this dress has princess seams down the front, and it's also just a super classic kind of A-line shape. And I also love how the straps are designed on this dress. I made this from a modern pattern but adapted it to be a little bit more vintage. This dress is also made out of a sheet. I made this with a pattern that I had that was just super classic. It wasn't a vintage pattern, but this dress is definitely a 1950s vintage silhouette, and it was actually inspired by a character from the BBC TV series called The Midwife, and I absolutely love it because it's yellow and it's just bright and cheery and colorful. I call this my Sound of Music dress because it's made out of curtains. I designed this myself and drafted the pattern, and I actually filmed a video of that whole process, so you can go watch that in the description below. But I love this dress for the summertime because the green and white is just so fun and colorful, and this dress is really comfortable, and I added a lot of ruffles to it just to give it an extra pop of uniqueness. I created this dress last summer after noticing a lot of tiered midi dresses in all of the stores, so I decided to create my own. I drafted the pattern for this and made it with some fabric I had lying around, and my favorite detail on this dress are the straps because they are tie straps, so it's a really unique detail with these kind of ties that also look like giant bows. Alright, this is another vintage sheet dress that also happens to be yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite spring and summer colors. I love this dress because the print on it is very summery. It's kind of like a little tiny sunflowers, and I made this A-line dress based off of a pattern that I already had. The only thing I did was adapted the fabric at the waist and kind of made this overlapping little detail effect, which I really love. This is probably one of the most historically accurate vintage dresses I have created. It's made from a 1940s reproduction pattern, and the fabric is also vintage. I love all of the details on this dress, like the dropped waist, the little button in the back, and also the ruching on the ends of the sleeve. It just speaks to the classicness of the 1940s, and it's just such a flattering style. Alright, I call this my southern dress because it reminds me of something that you would wear to a tea in a garden at like a large estate. The pattern itself on the fabric, which also is a sheet, is also very southern because it looks like magnolia blossoms, and I made this dress from a Cynthia Rowley modern dress pattern that's super unique. This dress is another recent creation and was actually my first YouTube sewing tutorial, so you can find that link for the video down below. I absolutely love this dress, and it's actually made out of a bed skirt, so I kind of played with the idea of ruffles, which obviously you can tell with that skirt, and I also added ruffles to the sleeves, and then again also played with that square neckline, and this dress just came out so perfectly, and it's such a classic silhouette. Alright, this dress is the exact same style as dress number 4. I just remade it in a different fabric. This was actually my first mock-up of that dress, kind of adapting a pattern I already had and making it a little bit more vintage. And this one's super fun because it's just a light blue with all of these little pink flowers and fun pink buttons. Alright, this dress is the exact same dress style as dress number 2, except this one is actually based off of the original Anthropologie dress, which is also blue, and no surprise, I actually made this dress out of a bedsheet. I think it was actually a Ralph Lauren bedsheet, so it has this fun kind of shimmery effect, and it's such a fun dress to wear in the summertime, and such a classic with that front tie and light blue shade. Alright, this dress was one of the first modern dresses I drafted and designed during quarantine, during the whole COVID pandemic, and I based it kind of off of an Urban Outfitters / Free People / Anthropologie type dress, and it was a totally different style I have never created, and I absolutely love how it turned out. It kind of reminds me of Little House on the Prairie, but 2020 version. This dress reminds me of a modern Southern belle, mainly because it's blue and also it is seersucker. I designed this dress myself and drafted the pattern, and this dress was a challenge because the bodice is all ruched with elastic, so that was really fun and also not fun to create. But the puff sleeves are super fun on this dress, and I loved how it turned out. It's just very classic and absolutely Southern. Alright, this dress is a little bit older in my collection. I probably made it about 4 years ago. I don't wear it a ton just because the print is not super modern, but I love the style. It has these fun scallops down the front with these little blue buttons, and I realized after I made this dress that the fabric is actually the exact same fabric that Anne wore as a dress in the very first Anne of Green Gables movie, so that's a cool fact. Alright, last up is dress number 20. This dress I made out of some fun blue and orange and brown and kind of cream striped fabric that I had lying around, and I'm pretty sure that I based this off of like an Urban Outfitters or Anthropologie dress. Again, I draw a lot of inspiration from those styles, and anytime I use stripes I play with directionality, so I added this fun panel to the bottom to make the stripes go in a different direction, and then the back has kind of this fun V. Alright, that is a wrap on my 20-piece homemade dress collection. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I have had so much fun designing and making all of these dresses over the years and can't wait for more dresses in the future. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos in the future. And don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know which of these 20 dresses was your favorite. Until next time.